this is Sally, and today I'm going to be showing you how to put plastic over a chair seat. I know I did one a few months ago, the same subject, but this one is slightly different. This one has cutouts. It's very similarly done, but slightly different too. So let's get on with it. This came off a roll and it says available in medium, multi-purpose, deluxe and premium. So obviously the backing is just general, and then it gives you indication of what it can be used for, which is quite useful. This is actually only half a width. Usually I make it 27 inches. It's a small chair. It's 24 inches, which is about 60 centimeters. What I've done is I've centered it both sides, and I'm just going to put a staple on 3 of them, like this. Now on the top, before I start pulling it in, I'm going to start heating it with a hairdryer, and I go from the center up. Tip it over, put the center in like that, and bring that round while it's still warm. These might need to be altered later. I'm going to go onto the side, remove the side, staple, just as I did on the back. I'm going to heat from the center, pull in and secure. I'm going to pull this back into this corner the same way. So center up, and I'm pulling it back into here. I'm going to work this corner in here first. It's a little bit wrinkly. I don't want those wrinkles in there. I'm going to pull those out. So I'm going to reheat and pull them again into the center. For this top corner, I'm actually going to pull it in here and try to make this as tight as possible, but not too tight. I can alter it shortly and secure. And now I'm going to move from here to this corner, exactly the same way. Pull that in. It's a little bit wrinkly here. You don't want to pull it in too tight because these have to fit into where the chair goes. And then when it is pulled in to the chair, it should even out. I could spend a lot of time pulling it in, but then I might rip the back of here. I can come back to it, reheat it and pull it in a minute. Now I've just removed the center one here, and I'm going to do the same as I did at the back. I'm just going to pull it. And as I've heated it up, I've hit back in, taking the shape of the front of the chair. I'm going to do this corner here, pop that into that corner and heat it up. And I can stretch it into the corner here. Now I've got to just heat either side of that and pull that in. You don't want to pull it too much because you'll actually tear into it. So I'm going to do this side of the corner first. And it's still pliable, so I'm going to just pop it in and in here. Trim it back. I'm going to take these ones out because this can come in a little bit more. I'm just going to heat down to that bottom corner there. And right in. I'm going to come along this angle. Smooth it in. And I'm going to bring this one from here into here. You don't want to take it too far out, you just want to do little portions. Pop this corner in just by pushing that into the center, and I'm going to heat it from the front and into the center. Secure it in the middle, and that's still quite warm, so I'm just going to pull that in. Now I've noticed that it's wrinkling here, which means I've got to redo the back. I'm going to bring this on in to this corner here. The rest will pull in when I get there. Another small section. And secure. I'm going to take this little section out and pull it all back. It's weird that the plastic can go in at a funny angle, but it can do. So I'm going to start from the center here and just pull this back in. Maybe I need to take that one out too. I think it twists because you're heating it at different temperatures and it just does its own thing. I'm going to be pulling it up and into this direction to take some of this loose plastic out. Heating as I go. And securing. Now that the back looks to be going in, this is starting to pull out as well. So I'm going to heat it, pull it in and pull it back. Pull this in. Now I'll move the back in. Just a little bit more heat. Smooth it in and pull it in. Something I'm doing is I'm pulling the plastic into this corner so that it's got a nice amount there to pop into the chair frame. Cut that out. It's just this little area here. I'm going to heat it up here and pull that in, and then this one is covered. It's very similar to the other chair seats, but for the corners, make sure you're putting as much into here so that it's got enough room to go around the chair frame. Thank you for joining me on this short project. I actually had 8 to do that matched. For the most part, they've gone in really well. My only concern is that there's slight rippling of the cover underneath, and that's only because I didn't do a new cover and the plastic, which is what I did last time. So be aware that it really needs to be done at the same time. This is an elderly lady. I know she's on a budget, so I didn't want to charge her for 2 things when she only wanted 1 done. The only thing you need to tell your clients, or remember yourself, is when you're putting these back into the chairs, heat up these corners. It will become nice and pliable again and should just slot in quite nicely without ripping or tearing. Well, that's the theory anyway. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe, hit the bell button, and a few thumbs up would be absolutely brilliant. And in the meantime, take care. See you later. Ciao.